guys. Sorry about the weird views here, but this is the best place I could find to get a vertical view of an unboxing of the Liquid Lumens lights. So we've been working with Liquid Lumens for a long time. They make the best underwater lights you can buy. They were willing to team up with us on this video series to send us some multicolor RGBW lights. We went with a white powder coat finish on the boat, since the boat is white that we're doing, the Mastercraft X2. So I just wanted to film a little unboxing to show you kind of the difference between these lights and some of the other lights that are on the market here. So this is the box with the lights here. So you'll see, these guys came from aircraft part manufacturing is where they make these in the same warehouses. So these things are second to none as far as finish goes. And again, these are the RGBW. So if you go with a solid color, they're a little bit brighter. We went with the RGBW just to kind of get a cool color range and just a wow factor here. Comes with the two lights, zip ties, and the screws you need and the clips you need to attach it to the boat. Little keychain for your boat, obviously floats. Each kit comes with two lights, as you can see here. Comes with a ton of really good wire to run it back to your control panel. The controls for these lights are a little bit different than most. They don't run on 12 volt. They run on a 36 volt, so there's a conversion box. I'm going to quickly put this stuff back in here and close it up. Again, these come in many different colors, so you can get it powder coated to the color of your boat, whatever color your boat is, or whatever accent color you may want for your boat. This is the driver, so this is what you wire into your battery that really drives the unit. It comes with instructions, cool sticker you can put on your boat, and then a business card and video. So you guys, they have the best support in the industry. I mean, these guys will help you do anything. And so here's the control box. So you want to mount this somewhere away from the engine compartment, most likely by your battery. It's not sealed, so it can cause a spark or something that could cause issues. But it's a huge conversion box. It has a switch on and off, so you can turn it on and off. You can buy an audio sync, so you can hook it up to your stereo, so the lights flash with the stereo. It has a fused power supply, and then it includes leads for a dashboard switch if you want to put it to a separate switch. We're going to wire it into the existing boat lights, so when you turn on the boat lights, it turns on. We're going to mount this under the seats of the X2, real close to the battery. We're going to add an additional battery to the boat, so we'll keep that in mind. Here you can see the wiring for the underwater light. So this is a conversion to 36 volts, and then we have a topside dimmer box power supply and the other underwater light here. And here's where you can hook up the 12 volt power supply for if you add any Liquid Lumens lighted cup holders or anything else you may want to install 12 volt wise. And also in this box, underneath the packaging here, it comes with a remote, so you can change the colors of the lights, turn them on and off, dim them down, up and down. The fuses, battery clips, some more zip ties and connections, and then the main battery fuse to hook it to the battery. And again, significant amount of cable depending on where you mount this. You'll really have all the wire you need to put it wherever it fits best in your boat, out of the way by your amps, by your batteries, wherever you may want to place it. We'll finish this video by installing these things on the Mastercraft X2, show you how to drill holes in the hull, run the wires around the boat to keep them safe and out of the way, and mount this box and test them out. You guys, we're back here on this Mastercraft X2 build. We got the Fat Sacks measured, sent off to Fat Sack. They're custom making them. Shout out to Fat Sack, appreciate your help. While we're waiting those to show up, we're going to install these Liquid Lumens underwater lights. They're Pipeline RGBWs, so they'll have all the colors of the rainbow with a remote, so you can switch them all. First step in placing these lights is finding placement. The back of the hull here, you kind of have two spots I see. You can go left and right of the plug, install them right there, or we can put them right here. Underneath this lift ring, there's some stuff in the way. So we're going to put them here. It'll be a little bit wider apart, so we're hoping that it'll give us a broader range of light outside of the swim deck. It'll look better overall. This is a very clear area here. Right here on the other side of the boat is the ballast pump on both sides. So we're going to install them right here. I'll show you the inside of this boat here and where we plan to place it. So we're really going to go right to the left of that ballast pump there. You can see there's a nice clean open space where we can get at the wire and everything. Underneath here, we'd have to pull the exhaust. It's just way more work. And I honestly think that having the lights wider is going to look way better. We're going to get to taping some stuff up, drilling some holes, and getting these things installed. All right, so now that we've picked our spot here on this boat, we're going to go ahead and masking tape the area off. Some of the tools you're going to need for this project are 11/64 inch drill bit for the screws that hold the light in. Get a couple of them just in case. These screws are stainless steel, so they're susceptible to snapping. So if you're going to use an impact driver, just go slow and be careful. I've had them break off on me before. The other thing you're going to need is a 1/2 inch drill bit. That's going to be used to drill a hole for the wires, and some 4200 fast gear. So this is a semi-permanent sealer that's used on a lot of different things. 5200 is permanent. It's like you'll never get it off, so they recommend using 4200. So if you do ever need to remove these, you're able to. And then also a Sharpie, so we can mark exactly where we're going to drill the holes, where this is going to mount, all that jazz. You're going to need a drill, impact driver, screwdriver, something to screw the screws in. And the rest of it's just running the wires and zip tying everything off and hooking everything up. In the instructions here, you'll see a template on where to drill the holes. So you have 3 holes for the screws, 1/2 inch hole for the bypass. We're going to cut those out with the scissors. We'll get the placement correct, make sure all the screw holes are vertical, and get to mounting these things. All right, we got our template mounted here where we want to drill it. We've checked to make sure there's nothing in the way on the other side, that we're clear. We're going to pull off the template now that we've marked the 1/2 inch hole where the wire is going to go through. One thing to know about drilling through gel coat, I would recommend using a sharp drill bit, new one, sharpened one, whatever. And you want to drill through the gel coat in reverse. What that does is it prevents any kind of spider cracking or anything around the hole. As you see here, I mean, this is obviously a stress crack from the swim deck hanging on here, people jumping off of it, whatever. This is a 2007 boat, so it's got some time and hours behind it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start drilling through this hole, reverse again, all the way through the gel coat. Once we hit the fiberglass, we'll drill as normal. We're going to go real nice and slow to make sure we just don't blow through the back of the hole. We keep it nice and clean. All right, if you look in the hole here, you can see that we've gone through the gel coat now, and we're starting to get into the fiberglass. So I'm going to turn the drill around. Again, just go slow. Perfect spot, nothing in the way. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to go ahead and clean this off. You don't want to clean it off with anything that has like a wax in it, like a boat bling product or a detailer product. Really just want to clean it with like a 409 kind of cleaner, just to remove any kind of contaminants or anything that could affect the adhesion of the 3M 4200 product we're going to use to seal around this thing to make sure it doesn't leak. All right, here's one of the Pipeline RGB Liquid Lumens lights. We're going to shove this wire through here. I don't know if you guys have ever installed underwater lights like the cheaper 12-volt ones, but these things are indestructible. I mean, they have to weigh 5 times as much. They're probably 4 times thicker here, and they're so bright. Alright, we got the wires ran for these underwater lights, drilled through the hull. Now they're just in a pile at the bottom of the boat here. You can see. We're going to run those up to the back of the boat up here. We'll zip tie them to the existing wiring and run them along over to the battery, where we're going to mount the up conversion box that converts the power from your 12-volt system to 36 volts to drive the lights. Alright, we got all the wires ran. We ran the starboard side up and along the wires on the top of the stern of the boat there, and just zip tied it to the existing wire looms that were there. Tied it into the port side one and ran along the top of the gunnel here. And we have both our sets of wires here. Right now there's only one battery in this boat. We're gonna add another battery right next to it to make sure we have enough power for the lights and stereo and the ballast pumps and everything else that we're putting in here. So we're gonna mount the control box out of the way of that second battery, but right by the batteries here, so that it's easy to access, flip it off when you're in storage, or any service that's required. We originally were going to put the Liquid Lumens controller right here, but I'm thinking if we keep this open for storage next to the battery here, and we install it next to the factory JL Audio amp right here, right underneath it, it'll be a little bit better location and more out of the way. So we're going to get to that right now, mount it up, get everything wired up, and flip it on and see what it looks like. Alright guys, day 2 of the Liquid Lumens install. We got the box and most of it wired up yesterday. We tied it into the glove box light so you could flip on the courtesy lights and activate the lights, and that light didn't have power, so we had to do some troubleshooting with a multi-tester and stuff to get it figured out. But as you can see here, the box is all installed. The wire on the very top is the 12-volt switch, so you can run that to a switch on your dash if you want it separate. What we did on this boat is just tied it into the 12-volt courtesy lights. So you flip on the courtesy lights and they'll come on, and you can control them with the remote, as well as change the colors. So gives you some flexibility there. All right, they're running, guys. We can dim them down with the remote. We can switch colors. Flash. There's also a button on here that you can turn the audio effect on and off if you hook in the audio tie-in where it'll flash with the music. We didn't hook that part up, but there is a button on the remote to control that as well. Subscribe, follow along to the video series, and comment, let us know if you have any questions or anything else we should tackle in this project.